Each one has a pillow. The mattress is nice and soft. We have a little toy. This is what we call an angel pocket that the baby goes into. And we put 2 wee toys in and a wee blanket as well. So it's all colour coded so that it all blends in beautifully and it's all decorated. We do 4 sizes from the very small one to the mid-size one to the larger one.
It's a truly heartbreaking sight. These baby coffins are made by volunteers and sent to maternity wards across the Ross Island.
We do the baby coffins for Ātarangi, plus we supply to Gisborne, Wairoa, Wanganui, and to any member of the public that has a need for a baby coffin.
Volunteer Christina Ellison knows firsthand just how important their work is.
I lost my little girl many, many years ago. She'd have been in her 50s now. She had an autopsy. They took her up to the hospital, tried to resuscitate, it didn't work, but it happened so fast. You don't get to tell people because she died, she was buried, and it was all over. And we'd go visit friends and they'd say, "Where's Michelle?" And I'd say, "Oh." So it was very hard, and it's very, very hard to babysit when you lose one of your own.
Hastings resident Hannah Stevenson shared a similar experience.
20 years ago, I had miscarried my baby and I was hurt. I was in a lot of pain because I didn't understand at a young age. I think I was 21. I never understood what it was to lose a baby. I've cried thousands of tears within a month about that, so it's devastating.
Since then, Stevenson has raised 4 children. Today is her first time visiting Hastings Coffin Club.
And just to see what's out there for our whānau is so beautiful. And that it's magical and it was touching. It's just marvellous what they do for our whānau out here.
It's actually a higher turnover than I think anybody ever imagines, but it's something that we don't really discuss as such. There's a huge need out there in the community for that kind of thing.
Almost 1,000 baby coffins have been given away over the past 8 years. Besides this room set aside for decorating, there's a larger workshop downstairs for carpentry and painting.
Coffins come out pre-cut from Lindsay out the back there. These guys are now assembling one. And then we need to line the inside with a plastic inner, that's the law. And after that I put 2 coats of undercoat and we leave it at that. So, we could do one in a day if we needed to.
The Coffin Club started in 2014. Each Tuesday morning, 30 to 40 people come along to volunteer their time. 88-year-old Peter McCormick is the oldest member.
I joined about 3 years ago because my wife said to me, "Now that you're retired, you better find something useful to do." And she said, "I saw an advertisement for a club called the Coffin Club." I was a bit surprised to think that there was even a coffin club. So I came and had a look, and I was very impressed to get the welcome.
Everyone joins the club for different reasons, but with one same purpose.
Mine's pretty much a standard shape. My wife and I chose the colour for the coffin, so I've painted it a very nice blue. It's lined with daisies, lovely daisies inside, and I have a little pillow that I'll be lying on and a nice soft mattress as well. Not that I will feel it, because I'm going to be cremated in any case, so it's all going to be burnt up.
Well, my one itself is wrapped in vinyl. The signwriter's done that, and it's in a tartan pattern, which is Campbell of Argyll, which was City of Hastings pipe band colours for their kilts. It was the pleasure of my input into my final resting place, or my underground furniture as we like to call it. The satisfaction knowing that you've put blood, sweat and tears sometimes into it. And I know a coffin has 58 screws in it holding it together, so the bottom's not going to fall out.
Mine's at home. My husband's at home. He joined as well. Mine's on top because it's smaller than his. So they're in the garage, waiting for us to use. Some of them just get the plain box. Like a friend of mine just got the plain box and she's got it in her bedroom with her books in it, the bookcase. So yeah, there's many uses. I was actually tempted to use my one as a coffee table, but I wasn't allowed.
When it comes to the final design of the coffin, anything is possible.
This lady loves tigers and she wanted a tiger on top of her purple coffin. I'm going to have to put lots of white in to contrast. So she chose this picture, but she wanted some orange on. So now I'm having to figure out where to do shadows.
Being in the club for 6 years, Judith has turned her hand to all sorts of artworks.
We've had a lady who came in with all of her photos of the travels of her lifetime, and she did a huge collage on the whole of her coffin. But she said the beauty of all of that was she got to revisit all of those holidays as she's going through her photos and revisit all those memories, so it was perfect for her.
As well as being able to fully customize your coffin, the cost is also much more affordable.
Well, anyone who wants to come and join, because you have to be a member of the club to be able to get the coffin. But not only that, it's much cheaper than having to go through the funeral director.
For your coffin and your membership is $700. What that does is you've got your coffin, it's already put together, it's already undercoated. You get the choice of your handles and your lid screws, the colour of that obviously.
After finishing their own coffins, many members chose to stay in the club.
It's a friendly group. We have nice morning teas, but we get on and do the job. Like the other people have made their coffins, they've been here a lot longer than me, and we just come every week, especially help with the baby coffins.
And so it's more a community of caring about other people's needs. So that's the reason we stay on once we've made our coffin. We make coffins for everybody.
When it comes to the conversations at the club, it isn't all doom and gloom.
We laugh, we talk, we play, we tell stories. Nobody here is scared of death, as far as I know. We've had 2 deaths in the last year, and they both had their own coffins.
There's always somebody here who's got a funny story that's happened to them throughout the week. We have morning tea. People make friendships here. There's a number of people that keep in touch with one another that they've met through the club. So it's a great meeting place as well. And just knowing that there's somebody that actually cares about what's happening to you.
Japan, local focus.